So now equivalent force for parallel, okay, parallel. For parallel means you consider the two support here and two springs are there, two springs and two spring constant, where F1, F2 are the spring constant, force constants, and Y1, Y2 are the displacement, Q1, Q2 are the force constant, and Fp is the parallel force constant. These are the data what we need to explain the parallel forces, okay. So these two springs are supported by the two separate supporter or rigid body in the same length, same force constant, or maybe it is change force constant. But another support you take parallel support for both the springs, and that spring, that piece of the rigid body is attached by a load, or it is a force, some force we need to apply, some force or the mass, we can call it a mass. When you apply the mass means there is a displacement here, okay, by y1 or y2, okay. You may consider here y1 and y2, whatever the spring length it is attached to the body is same, therefore both it is displaced the same. It means that if y1 is 1 centimeter, this is also 1 centimeter, okay. Okay, but it is not lengthwise, parallel wise it is equal, therefore always y is equal to y1 is equal to y2 in this case, okay. Therefore distance it is displacement along with y. Is it clear? It is audible? Okay, clear. Then according to the Hooke's law, force is equal to minus k1 into y1, f2 is equal to minus k2 into y2, okay. These are the constants, okay. Or f is equal to what we'll write, f1 plus f2. Substitute the values here, f1 plus f2. F is equal to, f1 is mod minus k1 y1 plus k2 y2, okay. Therefore minus taken outside, okay, k1 plus k2 into y, because y1 y2 I consider y1 y2 is equal to y only, this is considered. So this one equation, okay, okay. If kp is the force constant for parallel, for that what we write, force is directly proportional to kp into y, okay, minus thing side. This is another equation, okay. From this equation and this equation we just coincide this, okay. What we will get here, minus k1 plus k2 into y equal to minus kp into y, okay, force. Therefore kp is equal to y get kp is equal to k1 plus k2. This is a spring constant for parallel. If n number is there means what is that, m number means kp is equal to k1 plus k2 plus kn, or kp is equal to n numbers k. This will write directly, okay. Or simply kp is equal to k1 plus k2. If n number means n into k, okay. In this way we will write, okay. Another one, this discussion we are going to do here. What is that means, complex notation of SHM. Complex notation of SHM, it is very easy. Whatever we are applying the sinusoidal or the vibrations, oscillations in the form of complex means the two coordinate action, or we can call this Argand diagram, okay. You take one point P along with x and y, making an angle theta, that is called angular frequency with an instant of time. X is a real part and y is an imaginary part. So sum of these resultant z is equal to x plus y. In this form, whatever you are writing, that is called as a complex form. Complex form you write. Or polar form means you will take that exponential of I theta is equal to cos theta plus I into sin theta. This is the real part, this is an imaginary part, where z is equal to r into e to the power of theta, okay. Or z is equal to a into exponential power of I omega theta into plus 5. This is always used to find with the help of Euler form, or the what we can say, here theta we are taking, here theta is an angular amplitude, this is angular frequency, okay. In this way we are going to discuss that, okay. The same way the phasor notation. What do you mean by phasor notation? wait 2 minutes. Phasor notation or it is nothing but a rotation of vector whose projection is used to represent the sinusoidal waves. For example, you take one point here, origin is there, and the origin it is at 0, then it is moving at the point P, and it is moving at the point P to A, and it is moving at A to C, and it is moving at C to D B, and on this in this way. Okay, complete it is moving the body, and when it is moving from O to P means it is in a y direction, it will go there. The same we are going to represent by phase. Okay, how? For example, when it is 0 and it will go up to here, this will be 90 degree, and it will come back here, this will come, and it is a from here to here it is a 180 degree, that is pi. Again it will come back, then it is a 3 pi by 2. Okay, this will be 3 pi by 2, and it will come back, this is the 2 pi, nothing but 360 degree. This representation always this type of phasor representation is the diagram is used in SHM always to find to use in electrical components like voltage and the current representation purpose we are going to use. Okay, for your syllabus only, how the polar form and what is the complex form, then z is equal to x plus iy, and polar form is equal to z is equal to r into exponential of theta, you will write, or e to the power of theta is equal to cos theta plus I sin theta. Cos theta is the real part, and the I sin theta is the imaginary part, where theta is in amplitude and the angular frequency is the W, or we can write in this fashion. So this will give a 5 marks. Okay, only definition where it is using this phasor means you know that in the electrical subject. Okay, these diagrams commonly used in the electrical circuit to show the phase differences between the electrical components from voltage to current. This will complete your phase values. Okay.